What's good? What's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast coming to you via the YouTube airways. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K Sap. And today, man, we got one of them shows for you. But when you come across the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you got your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball Dropping drops another hot banger. If this is your first time coming across the channel and you're new to the platform, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, post your comments, share the video out, give the video a thumbs up. I see everybody in the comment section, hashtag salute. And you know what my mantra is. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Might not be for you, but it might be for them. But today's show, man, we got to get right off into it, man. When is Draymond Green going to learn? When is Draymond Green going to learn? Y'all know Draymond Green just came off a 5-game suspension after he choked out Rudy Gobert in a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Coming off his suspension, he spoke himself. He got to do better. Steve Kerr said it's unacceptable. He has to do better. But we all know Draymond Green's history, man. From the kick to the groin of Steven Adams in the playoff game in 2016 against the Cleveland Cavaliers, the shot to LeBron's groin, standing over him, and he hit him in his groin. And, Draymond uttered them, words to an athlete that you don't utter. And, LeBron took exception to it. But we all know Draymond's history, man. See what he did to Sabonis in the playoffs, stepping on his chest. I mean, it's like overkill, man. The things that Draymond does, it is to the extreme. And it's always an excuse. Like he was putting himself in a bad situation. And a lot of people let Draymond get away with this stuff, saying, I would have did the same thing. What am I supposed to do if I'm in this type of situation? But if you look at Draymond's antics and the overkill and what he does going to extreme, it doesn't call for all that. Just like the incident with Rudy Gobert, he ran down court. He took a perfect opportunity to jump in the air and grab Rudy Gobert by the neck and choke him out. That's overkill, man. Draymond Green is a valuable piece to the Golden State Warriors. And right now, Golden State, their ship is sinking. You go back to last year in practice, when he hit Jordan Poole, you know how that turned out. That kind of messed up their season. They got Jordan Poole out of there, traded him to the Washington Wizards. Now look what's going on now. In the last 14 games, Golden State is 4-10. I mean, they're spiraling out of control, man. And the leader is Draymond Green. I mean, he's their enforcer. He does a lot of things that, gets that team going. He's the point forward. He gets everybody in their sets, gets off good shots for Clay, gets off good shots for Stephen Curry. And, the list goes on. He even gets the ball into Looney. He sets Wiggins up and everything. And he's the enforcer on defense. That's their defensive catalyst. You know what I'm saying? Golden State is not that big. So when they face these big teams, they have problems. But Draymond Green takes on the challenge to guard the opposing bigs. And sometimes he gives them fits. But Draymond, what he's doing now is just out of character. And it's hurting the Golden State Warriors. It's hurting their chances of winning. And it's all caused by the antics of Draymond Green. You go back and look at the game when they played Cleveland, when he got into it with Donovan Mitchell over some Bush League stuff that Draymond did to Donovan Mitchell, running down court, forearms him, shoves him out of bounds. Donovan Mitchell runs back up court, gets in Draymond's face. He gets a tech. He's had all these techs this year and been thrown out of the game. So we'll fast forward to tonight. Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors are playing the Phoenix Suns, and it's a competitive battle. And him and Yusek Nurkic get into an altercation where Draymond felt that Nurkic was pulling on his jersey. But Draymond went to extremes to turn around and like karate chop him to the side of his face. I mean, the things that Draymond is doing to get himself, taken out of these games and hurting his team's chances, man, the things he's doing is egregious, man. And when is it going to stop? He just came off of a 5-game suspension. Now, this type of Bush League stuff that Draymond did tonight, this might get him more than 5 games. Adam Silver and Joe Dumars, they're going to have to take a close look at this because, like I said, he's just coming off a 5-game suspension. Now, this has happened within months. So it's like what he did tonight is more than what he did to Rudy Gobert. So if he got 5 games for that Rudy Gobert situation, I'm looking at this situation. Draymond might get 10 to 15 games. Adam Silver might just, suspend him for 25 games. I know it's overkill. I know I'm, getting ahead of myself, but this type of behavior from Draymond Green cannot be condoned no more. Guys, I want y'all to take a look at the play on where it happened. Take a look. Now that's overkill. Now that is overkill. Now what he did to that particular player, Nurkic, that was overkill. I know a lot of guys are coming in the comments and be like, hey, that's just Draymond. Nah, NBA can't, condone that no more. They got to crack down hard on him. They got to make an example out of Draymond this time. I think this game was a close game, and then what he did, he bailed himself out. And also, Golden State, they're struggling overall. Klay Thompson's not having his best year. His shooting is down. Tonight, he was atrocious. The only person that really got it going for them is Steph Curry. Chris Paul was, traded over there to Golden State. But this is his chance, man. And Draymond, the head of the snake, is not making it look good for Chris Paul and the Golden State Warriors, man. Draymond's antics cannot be accepted no more in the NBA. Adam Silver and Joe Dumars must put a stop to this. I'll be surprised if they don't suspend Draymond for, like I said, at least 25 games. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but this type of behavior can't be tolerated. You can't let Draymond get away with these antics and keep on making excuses and keep on, coming in his press conferences saying, well, this and that, I got to do better. No harm behind it, man. But if you look at all the plays altercations that Draymond Green has been caught up in, look at the overkill in the situation. Look at the overkill. Look at the exaggeration. Go back to when he stepped on Sabonis's chest, the extra pounding. You could have got out of there without doing that extra stuff. Just like when he kicked Steven Adams in the groin when Steven Adams played for Oklahoma City. That was egregious. Look at the shot that he gave LeBron up in the groin. That was egregious. Look what he did to Rudy Gobert. That was egregious. And tonight, just swinging his arms, a karate chop to the side of the man's face, he could have seriously hurt the guy. You go back to the days of Rudy Tomjanovich and Kermit Washington. The brutalness of that. Come on, guys. Draymond Green must be stopped, man. The NBA can't tolerate this no more. Draymond is a hell of a player. He's the glue guy for the Golden State Warriors, but these type of antics cannot be put on display anymore. The NBA must do something about this, man. We can't keep letting Draymond Green get away with his antics, man. Because if we keep letting him get away with it, I'm not saying we, but if the NBA keeps letting him get away with it, he's going to continue to do this without no repercussions. 5-game suspension, man, you got to fine him. You got to fine him $100,000, $125,000, $250,000. You got to do something that's going to impact him. Because if you don't, he's going to continue this type of behavior as long as he's in the NBA because he feels he can get away with it. And these referees got to keep a close eye on all his antics. I mean, this must stop, man. I mean, he could have seriously hurt Nurkic tonight. But you guys let me know what y'all think down in the comments section. Like this video, share it out, give it a thumbs up, tell a friend to tell a friend. It's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
Another one.